Africa is a continent full of beauty, culture, and tradition. It is also a continent full of poverty, war, and famine. But one thing that stands out about Africa is the fact that even today it still uses colonial languages such as English, French, and Portuguese. So why does Africa still use these languages today? Let's find out. Hello and welcome to our channel. In this video, we will be looking at why Africa still uses colonial languages today. Before we get into the video, please take the time to subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below so that you will be notified whenever we post a new video. You can also like this video and share it with your friends. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Africa is a continent full of diversity. It is home to over 1.4 billion people from different backgrounds, cultures, and religions. But despite this diversity, there is one thing that unites all Africans, and that is the fact that they all speak English, French, or Portuguese. This is because when the Europeans came to Africa in the 15th century, they colonized the continent and imposed their language on the people. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to reach the west coast of Africa in the 15th century. They were followed by the British, French, Germans, and Belgians in the 19th century. These European powers carved up the continent amongst themselves and ruled over their colonies for many years. They forced their language on the people of Africa, and this is why even today many African countries speak English, French, or Portuguese. However, it is important to note that not all African countries speak these languages. There are a few exceptions. For example, Ethiopia and Eritrea speak Amharic and Arabic respectively. And then there are some countries like South Africa and Nigeria that have more than one official language. But the majority of African countries do speak either English, French, or Portuguese. There are many reasons why African countries continue to use these colonial languages today. One of the main reasons is that these languages are used in government and education. When the Europeans left Africa, they did not teach the people of Africa their own languages. Instead, they left them with the language of the colonizer. For example, if a country was colonized by the British, then they would be left with English. This means that from a young age, Africans were taught to speak English, French, or Portuguese in school. And even today, these languages are used in government. Most African countries have their government officials use these languages when conducting business. This is because it is easier for them to communicate with each other in these languages, since most of them have been to school and have been taught these colonial languages. Another reason why African countries continue to use these languages is because they are widely understood throughout the continent. There are many people who speak these languages, not just in one country but throughout the entire continent. This makes it easier for people to communicate with each other regardless of where they are from. If you want to travel to Africa and meet new people, it is much easier to do so if you speak English, French, or Portuguese. The final reason why African countries continue to use these colonial languages is because they are seen as more prestigious. This is due to the fact that these languages are associated with the colonizers who are seen as more advanced and civilized. In many cases, these languages are seen as a symbol of wealth and power. For example, in Nigeria, where English is the official language, it is common for people to believe that those who speak it better have more opportunities in life. This is not necessarily true, but it is a common perception nonetheless. In conclusion, there are many reasons why African countries continue to use colonial languages today. Whatever the reason, it is clear that these colonial languages have had a lasting impact on Africa. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like it and share it with your friends. You can also subscribe to our channel by clicking the button below so that you will be notified whenever we post a new video. We would love to hear your thoughts on this topic, so please leave a comment down below.